Because the governor shine Pumibo in everything we do. Will you understand? Will you be able to put it in writing? Okay. Now, I am basically I trained as an engineer, right? I spent all my life, my adult youth time in the UK. I was sent here by my company in 1979, during backward time. I introduced in the whole of the federation laundry and dry cleaning. The company that trained me, that's what they market, that's what they do. Anywhere in the federation you see a modern mechanized laundry and dry cleaning, I must have introduced it. I must have sold it to the people, installed it, trained their staff, and make it run. That is commissioning it. Yes. Nonetheless, soon after Buhari coup, I was recalled back to the UK anyway, because there was nothing was happening anymore. Then sometimes by 2009, the Asian kingdom started to mess up with our people. There was a protest. The youth of the Oforola, the entire Oforola as a town, the youth had some protest, went to the Eze of the Oforola, the Asian kingdom, and he misinterpreted their journey. He abused them, he messed them up, and finally he arrested most of them in that riot. That was the birth of Olaukwu. That is how Olaukwu started to manifest. So our people said, okay, all along, Eze ship has been in this part of the Oforola. We gave it to that Eze because of unity. And that was pioneered by late P.O.Chikeze, who is actually the arrowhead.
But they didn't have anything like warrant chief?
No, they never had anything at all.
Okay.
The warrant chief, the Eze, everything was in this part. Also in where they are buried now.
Okay.
So, but because the youths decided, the young men then decided that we should have a young Eze who is capable of writing and reading, speaking English and things like that, we then said it must. In fact, it was offered to me. It was offered to Chikeze. We said no. We brought him back because then he was in Meduguri working for National Oil Company. I made him an Eze. The time of Egu. Then the whole of Owerri West, the headquarters was at Ngokbala. Egu was from Umuohiagu in Ngokbala, the senior brother to the retired chief judge. Then, as soon as this riot took place, he now decided to arrest people from this area, exonerating his own people, and our people saw it as a challenge. Okay? We have always been Eze, we have always been this. Why should this man now, in spite of our magnanimity and making him what he is, be able to turn against us? So, Olaukwu emerged. And it was a tutor's journey, expensive journey, but we succeeded. The reason why, we were able to call it a challenge. We are working, speaking from one voice. Then we establish our own OCDU, that is Olaukwu Community Development Union, through which we elected 2 people to work towards the achievement of Olaukwu. Those 2 people, Deacon Aloya Njoko and Comrade Henry Obonna, we mandated them to do everything possible for us to get an autonomous community. Luckily, your Hakim government have written that anybody who wanted, any community that wanted autonomous community should come forward with the application. So we formally wrote. The reply came, they started the process. The people came here, saw our people, saw the assembly, and were satisfied with what they saw. Then come the nitty-gritty. The challenges were so much in that I don't think anybody will tell you that he got it just like that.
It's not like that.
Since we are Igbo people now, we wouldn't go to say how and how. But we did whatever everybody else did, and we got it. The reason why, we were in unity. We were committed. We have the passion. We needed it. Just like Nigeria needed to beat Mali. We needed it. We were hungry. We were so hungry that we needed it, and we got it. Right. And since we've gotten it, the present government came and said, oh, no, I suspended it, something. Reapplied. We did. And among the whole of Owerri West, we were the only one that marched. There was no gainsaying about it because everything we did was straightforward. Our credentials, our papers, everything was straightforward. We had an election. We didn't just pick somebody that would be our Eze. We had proper elections run by an INEC man. Because we have one of our sons who is an INEC official. So we had vote, we did everything, and we got it. So at the end of the day, he suspended it. He said we should write, we should send a memorandum. We didn't do anything other than what they required. My credentials, everything, photograph was taken to the SSS, where they run a security check on it, they were satisfied. Our documentations were sent to the local government ministry at Secretariat or whatever. They were satisfied with it. So when the Fedance team committee were going through it, among the whole of Owerri West, we were the only one that they published. They cleared us. And then following that clearance, on the 31st of December 2011, we had our coronation.
Colorful coronation.
Beautiful, beautiful coronation. Wow. It was beautiful. There was the crowd was so much. So on the 30th of last month, of December last year, we had our first anniversary, and we conferred some title to those who deserved it. Right? So it is funny that people say they applied for autonomous community, they didn't get it. The reason is they weren't doing the right thing. If you do the right thing, I think this government is a listening one. This very government is sensitive. They are people-oriented government. They know what they want people to do. And if you do it, obviously you get it. There is no magic about it. Just do the stipulated rule, follow the regulation, transparency, everything. Don't bribe anybody. Just go straight. Even when when people were coming to say to me, what did you do? I said, I didn't do nothing. All I did was to supply the documents they required. I presented myself to the SSS. They grilled me for about 1 hour. They asked me to go home. Because at a stage, the guy said to me, how come your name is not in this book? Even on divorce, even on land matter, even on this. I said, well, should every criminal become an Eze? He said, no. I said, well, that question is irrelevant. Yes. I don't have to enter into your criminal book to become an Eze. So he said, okay, I'm sorry, I just wanted to know, because so many of these people, they have one thing or the other pending. Well, I don't have to have anything pending to become an Eze. And as a matter of fact, I wasn't even here when the election took place. Yes, I was still in the UK. I came back to this country January 2011. Okay. Yeah, that's when I came here.
After the election?
Yes,
After the election.
I was in the UK when they did the election. Everything. They nominated me, the people, it was a people's choice. When they told me that you are the Eze elect, I wasn't, even my daughter in US ran me, he said, Daddy, Eze Brigo, say which type of Eze? I said to her, I said, Kiru, what are you saying? He said, Daddy, I have a text now saying they've been elected the Eze elect. So I don't know about that. That evening, I had about 6 messages coming from Nigeria congratulating me. Chibu sent a message, my boy, the guy we came back with, his first son, rang. He said, Daddy, I said, yes, Chibu, what is it? Are you okay? Is the family? He said, no, we're okay, we're enjoying now. I said, why? He said, Daddy, they voted you in as the elect. That is how I know about it. And then when I came in, I called them together and I said to them, please, my people, if this thing is for sale, I don't want to buy. I had an opportunity to take it when nobody knew, but I refused it because I was busy. All I was doing is to build a secondary school, because the secondary school here was my own making. Right? Reason is the then present commissioner for education, late Barrister Rebu, was my mate. He was my younger brother's mate, and he wanted to go to the UK while I was still here during Bakwe's regime, and he had no place to stay. So my younger brother then said to him, come, let's go to Apollo. He goes to UK every week. I said, what, every week? In Nigeria, going to UK every week. Is he a millionaire? He said, no, he's not a millionaire. His company sends him up and down. He's in charge of so and so. Then the guy came to me and introduced himself to me, that is Barrister Rebu. He wanted to go to UK for 3 weeks, but his problem is he has nowhere to stay. I said, you have no problem. I have a house, you can have a room. He said, a room? I said, yes, you can have a room. So when we got to the UK, it was a winter period. The weather was so cold, I had to remove my jacket and give to him. We go to the house, had our meal, had a bath, had a meal. While we were watching television, Robert Amadi, who was then living in my house, one of my relations, said to me, Ndapolo, and then when at the secondary school, I said no. They said, oh, no. Ah, you will get it when you go back. I'm in charge. So I thought he was joking. I said, yes. He said, look, I am in charge. You haven't got secondary school, you get one as you go. So I thought he was joking. After 3 weeks, he wanted to come back. So I said, okay, if this man is going to suffer, let me take him with me. So I covered him with the company ticket. We came back together, even though I have not finished what I was doing. And true to his word, that same week, he invited us to come and take people to show them where we want to start this secondary school. We went to his ministry, led by late Chief Chikezie, showed them so many places. Where this secondary school is today is their own choice. We showed them a lot of places, even where Fukula is supposed to be. They said no. We showed them LUA, they said no, they want it there. We said, okay, if you want it there, it's our land. You can use it. That's how that secondary school came to be. So, Olaukwu, like I said, has always been, in those days when the white man was there, the whole of other people, as you can see, like any other village then, we are not, we have a lot of intelligent old men who actually don't want to get involved with the white man. So because Mose Hirim was a stubborn boy, they forced him to go into the government thinking that the white man would take him and kill him or send him to as a slave.
Or send him into slavery.
But unfortunately for them, the white man needed an intelligent, a wise man like him to be able to rule here. Yes. The DOs needed somebody like him. Yes. According to my late father, the police side, the white man was a sergeant in the police. Okay. Right? And the DO, okay, all those sort of things. So they thought, our people thought they would kill him. But fortunately, they made him a warrant chief. Then, with the Njemaze, all those people. And then his big late grandfather, Obareke, was one of them. Okay. So the present place the Eze was, the old Asian kingdom, have never had that opportunity before.
What inspired the people to still not do like some other communities that are trying to give it back to those that had the warrant chief structure? What made them to say no, we don't want that?
Now, let me give you that gist. Yeah. When we finally, we won Okuku initially. Yeah. Our Ezeship, our rulership was from Okuku. Okay. Now, when we needed to have our own